I'm Kristen Pettit, your Director of Children and Youth Ministries from Rock Spring United Methodist Church. This video is for week 6, which is the second week of July. This video is also for both younger and older elementary age children. This week's virtual lesson is about goodness and is brought to you by Joy Wombs.
Welcome to week 6 of the children's virtual study, Fruit of the Spirit. My name is Joy Wombs and our family attends Lafayette First United Methodist Church. In this week's lesson, we will explore goodness. We will hear a Bible story about King Josiah doing goodness, and we will also discuss what goodness looks like in our lives. Let's review our memory verse from Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23, along with the hand motions before we start. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This week's lesson plan includes the story of King Josiah providing an example of goodness by restoring the book of God's law to the temple in Jerusalem. While Josiah was king of Judah, a priest found the book of law in the temple. After the book was read to the king, he saw that the Hebrews were not following God's commandments. Josiah wanted everyone to do what God had told them, so he tore down the pagan altars, he destroyed the high places where people worshiped the false gods, and he began celebrating God's festivals like the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The book of 2 Chronicles also tells us that Josiah did what was good in the eyes of God, and God was pleased. The king brought goodness back to the land. So goodness is an action, doing what is right. Goodness includes things we do to help others. In the New Testament stories about Jesus, he shows us that goodness looks like by his actions of love and forgiveness. How can you be like King Josiah and Jesus and show goodness? Well, some ways that children can show goodness include following directions from your parents and your teachers, including eating your vegetables at dinner time. Play nice with your brothers and sisters and your friends. Can you think of any other ways to show goodness? One of the activities from this week's lesson plan includes our sequencing cards. You can cut them out, and these can help you remember the order of the fruits of the Spirit from our memory verse. And there are also several other activities in the lesson plan that you might want to do this week also. Let us close our lesson with prayer. Dear God, thank you for this time of learning about goodness. Please help us show goodness to others just as you show goodness to us. Amen.